Mufasa, you know we finally here, right?
Well,
It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday again, it's Saturday, Sunday. Hey,
Lives
hey,
again,
hey,
light of
hey,
coolest,
hey,
lives
go,
again,
go.
light of coolest, lives again, light of coolest,
What? Go,
lives
go,
again,
go.
light of
What?
coolest,
What?
lives
What?
again,
What?
light of coolest,
Mufasa, Mufasa,
lives
Mufasa,
again, light
Mufasa.
of coolest,
Hey, hey,
lives
hey,
again,
hey.
light of coolest,
Move, move,
lives
move,
again,
move.
light of
Let's
coolest.
go, let's go. What?
Check, check. Oh, please don't do this to me. Check, check. All right, we're good. We're good. I think we're good. I was muted. Hey, what's up, Nine? What up, Dip Catcher? How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Guys, if you did not see it live, go watch Crypto Coffee stream from earlier today. Dip Catcher was on. It was a great, great interview. Lots of insights, lots of things to learn. Very, very exciting times to be in Maximus. We're right around the corner from launch. The community is exploding. People are getting really, really excited. It's finally clicking for a lot of people. I was in a Twitter space earlier, and light bulbs were just going off, and people were thinking of the future of Maximus and how it can perform. And a lot of people are excited. So it's getting me excited. And I thought I'd just hop on here and there's a lot of new people coming in right now with a lot of questions that I'd love to maybe address or answer. So if you are new to Maximus, you're just getting into it, we can do a little bit of an AMA style here. I can kind of look through the Telegram and see if there's kind of some questions that that people want to know. So maybe I'll just start by just quickly explaining what is Maximus, and we can go from there. And I'll share kind of the baseline of it. And yeah, that might be a good start. So what is Maximus? Maximus is a smart contract for trustless pooling of a MaxLink hex stake. So what will happen is very soon, we haven't announced the official launch date yet, but at launch, there will be a 14-day mint phase where you can mint one Maxi per one hex. When that mint phase ends, all the hex used to mint is then staked for the max amount of time, 5,555 days. During the life of that stake, we integrated a mint hedron function. So any time throughout the life of that stake, the intention behind that is to possibly take advantage of the AMR bonus. So, maybe we'll lock in some bonuses along that. But when the mint function is called for hedron, the hedron goes into the Maximus contract. When the stake ends, so how the stake actually ends is it's a public function that can be run once the stake length is finished. Anyone can run it. Once that stake ends, all the hex and hedron will be within the Maximus contract, and anyone can redeem their portion of the hex principal plus interest earned from that stake, as well as the hedron earned from that stake. So each Maxi will have its own backing value. A lot of people have asked, well, what if I mint my Maxi and then I sell it? Do I still get to redeem? And the answer is no. whoever holds the Maxi at the end of that stake is the one who can redeem it. So that's definitely something I just want to make clear, because I don't want people having the thought that if I minted and then I sold it, I still get to redeem. No, it's whoever holds the Maxi when the stake ends. So that's a really, really important thing to know. That's also kind of the power of Maxi, right? So each token will always have its redemption value until it is used to redeem. And how that function actually works is you run it through the Maximus contract, and it will burn your Maxi in order to redeem whatever that Maxi was worth as the redemption value. So each one of your Maxi has a particular has a value. All right, sorry, I'm retweeting something to get this stream out. I forgot to tweet it. So yeah, let's talk about the benefits of Maxi. So when people hear pool, the first thing they think of is the bigger pays better bonus, which we like to say we're optimizing for everyone. So that bonus is an extra 10% up to 150 million hex. So those smaller stakers that would never see that bonus are definitely going to benefit from pooling. And it's kind of a cherry on top. Like, that's the first thing that a lot of people think of. To me, it's not the biggest value prop of Maxi, but it's great. You're also maxing out the 200% bonus. For staking up to 10 years with Hex, you get a 200% bonus. So we're also locking that one in from the start. So we're also maxing out the amount of Hedron that you'll be able to receive as well, because it is the longest amount of the longest stake you can do, and mintable Hedron is based off of days served. So we're also maxing that out. So yeah, maximum yield, right? That's one of the benefits of Maximus. The second one is liquidity, which I think is huge. So typically with a native hex stake, when you stake your hex, you don't get to touch that money until the stake ends. You could, but you get penalized, right? Emergency in stake penalties. With Maximus, you can sell a portion or your entire position, which is essentially represented by your Maxi. So you can think of your Maxi as kind of representing your T-shares if you want to, just kind of an analogy. And when you sell those, you're selling your position in the stake. So yeah, I think that's a huge value prop, to not have to lock up your money for 15 years in order to earn that yield. But you also can. So someone just said pull in. Oh, awesome. So yeah, guys, if you guys have any questions too, our Telegram is t.me/Maximus You guys can always jump in there. It looks like Naeem's running a poll in there. How much Maxi do you plan on minting? Great question, Naeem. Thanks for doing that. Let's see. Any concerns with timing a snapshot, for instance, occurring mid-mint phase? No, not concerned. We did shorten the mint phase. Initially, we were going to do 30 days, which was just kind of an arbitrary number we picked. We shortened that in order to have a better chance to finish before the Pulse chain fork, as well as locking in a better Hedron bonus. If it does happen midway through, everyone that minted before that will get a copy of Maxi. Everyone that didn't, and they're still holding their Hex, they'll get a copy of Hex on both chains, and they would just have to mint on each chain. So the mint phase would go on each chain, but you would just have to mint with your copy on Pulse chain. So no real concerns there. So that also goes for if like the snapshot was happen tomorrow, we would just launch the contract on both chains separately. You would have obviously your Hex copied over, and you could just mint on each separately as well. Great question though. Let me know if you have another ones. So yeah, as far as progress goes, I'm kind of jumping all over here, but just kind of sharing what's on my mind. So we're in the middle of our final test on Pulse Chain testnet V2B. And so the mint phase for that one is ended. We're in the middle of the stake. It's a 3-day stake. I believe there's either a day or two left in that. And then we'll probably just have a day. Redemption could go on forever, but just to actually test out the math on the redemption, we'll probably just leave a day for that. After that is over is when we'll announce the official launch date. But we'll, if everything goes smooth, more of a sanity check than anything, we will launch pretty soon after that. So, people have asked, how do I get ready for Maximus? Just buy Hex, right? Really good price right now. You'll need liquid Hex to mint Maxi. And other than that, that's all you really need to do. Yeah. So it's been interesting. I think with any excitement for a new project, I think, complex ideas get thrown into the mix, and a lot of possibilities of a future get kind of brought into the talks. But it can be, I like to say, it could be as simple or as complex as you want to make it. So really, I think a lot of people are just going to use this as another way to stake, right? So it's even easier than staking your Hex in a native way. So all you would do is buy Hex, mint Maxi, and then redeem at the end. So that's a very good strategy that will, regardless of what the market does with the liquid token, you'll still be able to redeem, the amount that it's worth at the end. So that's a fair strategy. Some other people are looking at it more as more opportunistic on trying to time the market. So, there's going to be that treasury backing value, and we think the market value might trend around that value. So there'll be times when it will be more, and that's a premium where maybe you want to lock in some gains, or it dips below that and you can buy at a discount. You wouldn't really want to be selling when it's at a discount. So, again, that's kind of like another layer of complexity that a lot of people are looking into, but at the end of the day, you don't really need to, right? You can just hold Maxi. And I think a lot of people will just hold Maxi. It will be very interesting to see how much trading activity really goes on with the Maxi token. Could be a lot. I was talking in spaces, and we were talking about available liquidity. So, depending on market cap and liquidity put in, could be, you have the volatility of low liquidity, but then you also have a kind of a backed token by a yield earning asset. So we'll see how those kind of offset each other. But it could have, big market cap. We'll see. I'm not too sure. That market price is probably the biggest unknown right now, right? And we don't know what people are going to value their Maxi at. I anticipate, the thing about the mint phase is the second someone mints their token, you instantly get it. It's not a sacrifice. When you pledge your Hex to the Maximus contracts, you instantly get your Maxi token. Someone could create a liquidity pool. And I'm advising people, if you are looking to do that, don't set the Maxi price too crazy to Hex, just because someone could easily, sell their Maxi or buy your Hex essentially and just re-mint it. So just be smart there if you are looking to do that. I don't want to see anyone get arbitraged. So if that's the case, if it does trend like I think it will during the mint phase, if someone creates an LP pool, liquidity pool, it'd be interesting because once that stake starts, each Maxi will be worth more and more Hex every day that goes by. And so it'll be interesting to see what value model people are using to value their hex. I mean, value their Maxi. Yeah. But as far as like price goes, I don't see, the huge incentive to actually mint is that 1-to-1 Maxi to hex ratio. And I don't know, I mean, it very well could dip below that, but it also very likely could never dip down that low again. But that's a big unknown. So I just got a message. 1 second. Let me just plug our sites and stuff. So our website is maximus.cash. So that's currently connected to the test phase on PulseChain testnet. That'll be the same site we use for the mainnet launch. We'll just switch it over to the mainnet launch contract. So that'll be the same site. Sorry, I'm reading this. Naeem said, people in Telegram saying website is showing test stake ending day 6411. Yeah. So that was a mistake by Brian. That's just it's not really connected to the contract. We just put that there. So we meant to fix that. But that's for the test stake, and it's a 3-day stake. So that's wrong. Let's see. Yeah, guys. And if you are testing the dApp and you're minting, if you ever get an error message, feel free to screenshot that and just either share it in Telegram or shoot it to me or Brian. We've still had 100% uptime with the contracts and everything. Those are just like front end errors that we're getting. The biggest one was just when we switched from PulseChain, the first testnet, to this new V2B, and people were having some errors there. So yeah, just feel free to screenshot those. But the test has gone really well. A ton of people have minted or did mint. I think it was over 7 million Maxi was minted. And during that mint phase, the price of hex was crazy. So I mean, to me, that's a pretty, obviously test numbers are arbitrary. They don't like really signal anything, but the price of hex was crazy on PulseX. So, I mean, people either had a lot of pulse from their SAC balances or a lot of hex to be able to, because like to try to buy hex on PulseX, I did it and I didn't get that much. So a lot of people, there's somebody out there that has a lot of Pulse or PulseX or both and hex, but pretty exciting, honestly. I'm just like blown away by how our community is blown up right now. I mean, we started, let's see, when did we create this Twitter? I think in January. Yeah. Started the Twitter in January, up to 1,600 followers, about to be 1,700. Our Telegram's blown up to 936 people. That's crazy. With no paid marketing. Like the only one thing we did was Brian sponsored a 100. It was 1,000 hex giveaway. And that was, I think, in February. That was really the only money we've paid on marketing. That was just to kind of get our name out a little bit. So it's just been like a really awesome community effort. Shout out to the leaders out there answering questions on stream and in our Telegram. Really, really appreciate you guys for sure. It's been really helpful. Yeah, it's been awesome, guys. If you're just tuning in, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them. Happy to answer. I was just hopping on here to, I was going to go kind of backwards on Telegram and just like see some common questions that I'm seeing and maybe just address those. Yeah, so mint phase is done for test phase. The stake is live right now. I think there's some liquidity pools set up if you want to try to buy some Maxi to participate in the redemption phase. So one big question actually has been like future launches, and as far as right now, there's no set plans for future launches at all. And in regards to Maximus, there's only going to be one mint phase and one stake. So 100% of the Maxi supply is generated during this one mint phase. No Maxi can or will ever be created again. So I just want to make that clear to people that are thinking about like future launches. Huge incentive to get Maxi. Probably the biggest is the T-share rate that we're locking in with this one will always be more valuable than future launches. So Maxi will always kind of be the most valuable. We've definitely been talking about future launches. I know a lot of people have been asking about like rollover stakes. And I've addressed this a few times, but really, the benefit of doing like a rollover would be, or why you would do a rollover natively, right, would be that access to liquidity. So every time that ends, you have the ability to either restake or use that, cash out essentially. With Maximus, the reason why that wouldn't make as much sense is because the liquid Maxi token already provides that liquidity that you would need, right? So and you don't have to sacrifice your T-share rate, because not only are you, every time you're starting a new stake, you're one, paying gas fees, two, you're having to buy, if you're reinvesting, if you're restaking, you're getting a worse T-share rate. And, Maxi kind of removes the need for that. All you would need to do is sell, all or some of your Maxi tokens. So, yeah, we've definitely thought about that. If we were to launch another contract, we've essentially, you can think of this first contract, as the simplest kind of proof of concept that's still extremely powerful. And that was kind of our goal in building it, is keep it as simple as possible to reduce smart contract risk, but also to make it super understandable to anyone that wanted to participate. So basically, if you understand Hex, you should pretty quickly be able to understand Maximus, because it's just essentially another stake. I think there was definitely some confusion just off of like the big Hedron launch, and people were kind of coming into Maximus with like either thinking it was the same thing, or just kind of having that paradigm of Hedron coming into Maximus. And so I think that's where some of the questions have been coming from. And just to address those, so there is no airdrop with Maximus. Every Maxi token that is created is fully backed by a Hex token. So we wouldn't be able to just create coins out of thin air. They're minted 1-to-1 with Hex, which is pretty cool if you think about it. A fully backed currency. Imagine the U.S. government could learn a thing or two from Maximus. What if Maximus became the currency of the U.S.? That'd be crazy. Oh, it's exciting, guys. So we're going to be working on this over the weekend. We're working on kind of the final thing we're working on just to improve is the dashboard. Right now, it just kind of only displays like total Maxi and your Maxi, and then like some information about the stake and like when it starts and ends and the phases. So we're going to be improving on that. What's up, Hexographer? I like that. How you doing, man? Happy Friday. It is hot where I'm at. It is 92 degrees right now. Holy moly. Need some AC. I'm in Southern California and it is hot. Yeah, I got a heat advisory. Doing well editing a video. Awesome, man. I'll check it out. Man, these streams have been so fun. Like, I hope you guys have been enjoying them. We're just trying to, put as much good information out there, answering questions. But it's also been a really good opportunity for, myself and Brian to better, understand what we're trying to communicate to people. So it's equally been as beneficial to you guys, hopefully. Dipcatcher says 100 degrees leather jacket, boy, because I'm super hot. That's a great video. Legend. Oh, man. I've been still trying to, I still need to swap. Still need to make a swap for some. Ooh, we're looking at a good buy zone right now. Dang. I always miss the real dip. It's at 13.1 right now, guys. I need to swap in for some hex. So keen on Maxi. Got me some more hex last night to get ready. Cheers. Let's go. I wish I had a soundboard. Naeem said I bought more earlier today. Awesome, man. Got to stack that hex. That's all you got to do. I mean, a lot of people are asking how you get ready. Just stack your hex. I'm trying to lock in the best price because, like, to me, like, I'm trying to really get the most hex I can because it's like it's even heightened right now because each Maxi, when you really like break down the math, could be worth a lot of hex one day, and just worth a lot in general. So it's like I'm trying to lock in a good DCA on these swaps today. But I feel like it's 13 is such a great price. It's like literally right between like 10 would be amazing. 15 would still be great, but it's like wherever it breaks, if it breaks up as we get closer to launch, I'm, gonna have to try to lock in like 14 would be like the highest I would hope to lock in. But if it could go down to 10 just a little bit, please. I need to do some limit orders. Yeah, guys. Oh, let's check this chart out. I don't know why my chart always breaks like this. Like what? I did not understand what. Makes 0 sense to me. If you guys know why it does that, let me know. Because it doesn't do that in my. Okay, 10 cents is a big ask, but it could happen. Ooh, what do you guys think? Is it going up or down? I mean, what a great time to launch Maximus, though. Like, we're really timing this pretty well. I mean, if you're buying hex right now to mint Maxi, I mean, you can't beat these prices, guys. Like, I knew I should have swapped more at 10. Ugh. Markets, man. Let's see. One Maxi automatically equals 3 hex when stake starts technically. Oh yeah, I know. So it's like I'm trying to think through how this is going to go down on like liquidity pools. I talked about this a little earlier on the stream, but it should, because you can create one during the 1-to-1 mint phase. I think price will stay around 1-to-1, like it should be 1-to-1, right? But when that stake starts, you can't swap for hex to mint at that arbitration goes away, and then it's gonna be really interesting, right? Like, I don't know. I built a calculator, and even at current prices, like you look at redemption and Maxi price is already like 88 cents or something. I'll actually pull that up. That'd be interesting to look at. Oh shoot, I'm on the wrong one. Copy. All right, so we'll put in. Share this one too. 1 second. I got way too many tabs open right now. That's what it is. Hexarver said, I think down. I almost bought more last night, but I held out. Hey, you called it, man. I bought last night, so it's probably going down. That literally always happens, man. Why does it do that to us? Like, I'm be honest. When Hedron peaked at 60 cents, like, what was it, like 66 cents? I wanted to lock that in so bad. Oh my gosh. But I held off, and that one hurt a little for sure. I mean, obviously I believe in the project long term, but I mean, that initial boom would have been nice to lock in some gains for sure. Use Heineken Ashy. Okay. Oh, to improve the chart. Okay, perfect. I'm going to share. I'm going to share this calculator with you guys and just show you, like, okay, so actually, what is the Hedron price right now? I got to pull it up. Dude. I mean, our Telegram has literally been, I don't know about you guys, but it's been so active that it's been above like Hex. Like, you know how when you get a new message, it's like at the top, so it's kind of like a chart in a way. The Maximus Telegram has been up in the top 5 like the past couple days, and it's really blowing my mind. Sorry, I'm pulling up the chart. He did bookmark this Hedron chart because I literally have to go to their Telegram. Okay. So Hedron price is okay. 5023 2 3 5 3. Okay. So this is showing redemption value per Maxi at current price of, actually, okay, so it's, what is it right now? 13. Doesn't change that much, but this is at current prices. Average T-share payout 6, which is low in my opinion. I believe it's the same share. I could look that up, but 77 cents. And I always should preface this. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. This is not a promise, but kind of crazy. It's already a 5.1x over. Oh, so this will be 13. 5.8. If you bought 5K of, okay, so if you bought Hex at 5K, or, oh my gosh, I can't speak today. If you used 5K to buy Hex to mint Maxi at current price, you would get this much Maxi, and this would be your redemption value at current. So this is, at current Hex price and current Hedron price, which is still, 589%. Pretty crazy. Hex gets to $1. Let's see. Yeah, that could happen. I could see it going to $1 in 15 years. What do you guys think? Let's say, man, if Hedron, let's say, got to if Hedron gets to $0.01, oh my lord, that's the one that always like. That's intense. Whew. Yeah, I mean, I fully believe in Hedron. Check. Let me check my settings real quick. Check. Okay. Whew. Man, the other day I hit my mic and it unplugged, and I wasn't able to fix it while on stream. I'll drop the link to this calculator. So all you have to do to play around with it is just make a copy. You go like file, make a copy, and you guys can play around with the variables. So you don't have to like request someone. Some people were trying to request access. You don't need to. You just make your own copy of it, and then you can edit any variable, but it's designed in a way to edit the blue variables to forecast future value. It's fun to play around with. So yeah, I mean, depending on how you value it, I mean, if you think that Hex is going to $1 and Hedron's going to $0.01, you might not want to sell it under $14 for Maxi. Maybe, it's like everyone has to make that decision for yourself on like what you think your Maxi's worth today. The cool thing about the Hedron integration is that once that stake is started, we'll know exactly like the baseline, how the minimum mintable Hedron is what I called it, that this stake will be able to mint. And that's without the bonuses. So that's one variable we'll know. Hedron price is still an unknown variable, but you can guess what you think it would be. And then so other than that, it's the so it's fun to play around with. Again, entertainment and educational purposes only. No guarantee that it's you believing in Hex and Hedron. Essentially, you got to make that choice for yourself. But yeah, if you guys have any questions on that, feel free to ask. Let's see, what other questions are we getting a lot of? So if you guys are just tuning in, Brian, who's the co-founder on this, was on Crypto Coffee earlier today, and it was a really, really good stream. So if you have time, definitely check that out. I'm just looking back on the Telegram to see if we've got any questions I can answer. Wow, it's just crazy how many people have been joining recently. Yeah, the launch date hasn't been announced yet. Roof Dog, what's up, man? Been doing my research on this and I'm stoked. Just want to say thank you guys for such a brilliant idea. Awesome, man. Glad you like it. We're really stoked too. Like anxious to launch it already, yeah. But it's like also, it's been awesome to see new people coming on board and just understanding it and are excited about it. I think just brings a lot of utility to the market for Hex. So maybe I'll show you guys. There's just so many conversations going on in Telegram. That's the one thing I like Telegram, and I don't like. There just seems to be like a certain number of people when it just gets so insanely fast. It's just hard to keep up with. Personally, I know this is controversial, but I do like Discord a little more just because you can split off and have different like rooms to chat about different things, whereas Telegram is just one and it's just kind of crazy. Like the hex Telegram to me is like unusable, but that's also because they've got that combot going crazy like every 2 seconds, and it's like, I don't know, that's a little annoying to me. Luckily, we haven't gotten to that size yet, so it's still good. Let me pull up. Not that one. I'm pulling up the. Oh, I didn't delete it. The Maximus just design file, like everything I've been working on, and I'll share with you guys kind of like what the dashboard could look like. So let me pull that up. Okay, let me share this. Windows. Okay, make this full screen. Cool. So yeah, guys, this is the design file on like the dApp. Figma is a great tool if you guys ever want to get into product design. It's actually free to use, and it's also kind of just like the industry standard. So yeah, I'm really happy how we were able to take these designs and build it. Yeah, this is kind of what the test phase one looks like. And this is more of a concept design at the moment. And I've actually been thinking through a lot more things to include than just what's here. So essentially showing the treasury value, your redemption value. So you'd be able to see like how much hex. Yeah, because one thing I want to show is like the accrued interest, kind of how StakeRap does. I think that'd be good. So your redemption value with your hex, but I think I actually designed this before we even built the Hedron integration. So we got to be able to show that as well. So your redemption value should be like your hex times hex price and your Hedron times Hedron price. It's like a baseline. Backing per Maxi. So this would be like the treasury value or the redemption value, backing value. It's all kind of the same term. The Maxi price would be market price. Your Maxi shows you a percentage of the pool. This would be a cool chart if we can build it where it shows both the treasury value of per Maxi overlaid with the market value. I think that'd be really interesting to watch. Like a stake progress bar down here, and then just some information about the stake. But yeah, this would be cool to be able to switch from Pulse Chain to Ethereum, so you could see, how each one is performing separately. Connect your wallet. So yeah, I mean, I still think this is good. I just had so much. Let me show you guys like all the stuff I wanted to include on this. I'll screenshot it and add it in here. So let me check in on. Hexar first said, I was wondering if there would be a way to keep track of your interest. This looks great. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. our intention for the dashboard would be to provide you with the best tools to understand your that redemption value. Would be just so that you're not like undervaluing or overvaluing your but it, again, it's also your decision. So like, especially with the hex, you could either look at future earnings, like, estimate that future earnings, kind of like with the calculator I just shared, or you only consider like the hex earned to date, right? So that's kind of an unknown. It'll be interesting to see how people value it. Yeah, I mean, we show like we've shared this graph, like what that relationship between the backing value and the market value could look like. But there's also a chance that like it just never dips below that, right? Like there's a good chance that because of that backing value, like people might really hold on to their Maxi. It'll be really, really interesting to see. So I'm excited for it though. So let me share with you guys like some of the things. So since designing that one, I've just been thinking through a lot of the things I would want to display. So as far as action goes, like the network switch, which we got, the mint Maxi, buy Maxi button, which would lead to Uniswap or PulseX. So treasury value, so this would be like the whole treasury value, Maxi supply, total hex, accrued hex interest, T-shares, and then the contract address, which I think would be good because a lot of people ask for that a lot. Pool information, which we got on this one. So the start date, end date. Would you guys want to? So like Brian made it with the hex days. Seeing that information, would you want the hex days or would just the date be better for you? Like I'm kind of in the boat. Like I wouldn't want to have to look at the hex day. I would rather just see the date personally. But what do you guys think? So for Maxi, the market price, that little market price percentage change, market price chart, and the Maxi backing value. For hex price, accrued hex interest to date, estimated future hex yield, locked in T-share rate, current T-share rate. I think that would be interesting to see, just as a way to like. I know a lot of people have been considering that more on like the T-share rate that you locked in with Maxi versus the current one. You could look at that as kind of an accrued value. Naeem said both to the for the start and end date. Yeah, we could do that for sure. Rooftop said a date would be easier. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things. Yeah, it's definitely a preference thing. I just never. I don't know. I know there's a lot of people that like know the current hex day every day. I'm not one of those people. I go off dates, but I think displaying both would be cool. So Hedron, baseline mintable Hedron, minted Hedron, Hedron minted day, then Hedron price. And then like, so members would be like for you, your total Maxi redemption value, percent of pool. I think that's all for what you would want to see. Yeah. Total Maxi redemption value. I guess you could show earned to date as well. So yeah, guys, this is going to be the last little sprint, is like improving upon the dashboard. No promises that it'll be like this. I mean, this would be amazing, especially the chart. The chart would be interesting to try to overlay a price chart with the treasury value. That might be the most hard, but I think everything else we can definitely build. let's see, what else do we need on this? Like the buy button. Yeah. So yeah, guys, the dashboard could be really cool. I'm excited for it. Show you guys some just like, this is what this is where all the creation comes from. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet, but I really like it. Maybe one day, you know, we've talked about in the future, like maybe creating a platform where anyone could create their own pool. And I think this symbol would be really, really cool for that, because it's like we would build it in a way that like each stake would be able to engage with another, whether that's like being able to use past tokens to mint new ones, or but just like, I don't know. I really like that symbol. The Maxi token. Create a little pixel art coin. Let me see if you guys got. Oh, this was the presentation I made. Yeah, so this was like the this was that relationship that I was talking about, where the green is that redemption value. So over time, you know, each Maxi will be worth more and more hex. And so we think the market value might trend around that, and there'll be some premium times where it's premium, where it's over that value. There's times where it dips below and it's a discount. But again, this is just like what we think it could be, but it very well could not as well. Could just be could just be up and to the right. One thing that was like really clicking with people is just like how, you know, it's very unlikely that one Maxi will be worth less than one hex just by design. You know, not only because it's wrapping the hex price, you know, with yield, but also adding hedron to that price as well. Yeah, it could be like exponential, and it's a fixed supply. So, so yeah, guys, our site is maximus.cash, Telegram t.me/maximusdao, Twitter maximus_DAO. Yeah, I'm getting to the point where I might need to like. This was a big goal, but I've had my notifications on for the Maximus Telegram, and it's starting to just go bzz, bzz, just nonstop. So I might need to finally turn off notifications for that. It's a big step. So what are you guys' thoughts on Maximus? You guys have any questions or thoughts? Or what are you up to this weekend? Awesome. Sorry, that was probably loud. My bad. My parents are in town. They're in town for 2 weeks. They're living that like retired life, even though my dad just owns real estate. But they just have a big RV that they can just tour around the US. And so when they come, they're here for 2 weeks. So we've just been going over there in the afternoons, which has been really fun. Let me see. Sorry, I'm pulling something up. Yeah, this is going to be really interesting. Like how, yeah, I mean, we made this before the hedron integration, so it's not only going to be worth a stack of hex, but also hedron. It's going to be crazy. It's so cool how like So these are like the benefits of Maximus: maximum yield, instant liquidity, gas fee savings, and market utility. Huge value props, but like it's interesting to see which ones are more important to people. To me, I personally, the liquidity aspect of like earning these two are kind of like yin and yang. Like the fact that these two are together, like you're earning the maximum yield from a maxing stake, but you also have liquidity. I think that combination is huge. Gas fee savings is huge for a lot of people, especially smaller stakers. And then market utility is another. That's probably my second favorite, just because it opens the door for like, while you're earning the maximum yield from Hex, you can also put your money to work in other yield earning opportunities. Like liquidity providing is probably the first. But like those opportunities, the other yield, like yield farming and stuff. One thing we definitely talked about as a community that I kind of put forward was we need, once PulseX and PulseChain launch, we need to organize around voting for Maxi and Hex to be an incentive pair where, if you're providing liquidity, you can farm with those LP tokens and earn the incentive INC tokens. That would be really, really awesome. So yeah, that'll be down the road a little bit once PulseChain launches, but that'd be cool to get that. It's going to be interesting with the DAO. I think it's just like, it's so decentralized, at least like seeing the proposals that were being put forth on testnet. They were just all over the place, kind of crazy. It'll be interesting to see like how we can get quality proposals through and ignore kind of the noise. Dude, I plan on getting my Maxi and holding as long as possible. Yeah, I mean that's the winning strategy, honestly. Like the people that hold the longest are gonna earn the most. There's gonna be some people that try to gamify it with like locking in premiums and maybe buying at discounts. The liquidity thing is not only big for sellers, but also buyers, right? Like you're able to buy into a stake over time, at rates, looking for those discount rates and being able to buy into a T-share rate from, say you're 5 years in, you're able to buy into that T-share rate from 5 years ago at a discount, which is huge. It's like revolutionary. I know Dipcatcher was saying that Maxi is a T-share time machine, and it's pretty wild. Not only can you sell your Maxi with like some at a premium from accrued value, but you could also buy at a discount at a T-share rate from years ago. It's crazy. Dipcatcher says, I have the best idea for a Maxi meme. Drop it. Let's hear it. Okay, there was actually, he said, me too, accumulate more. There you go, man. Yeah. I'm definitely in the accumulation mindset. Like Maxi is a great long-term investment that, I've always wondered like what would the best strategy be for, the one downside with like Hex versus like, and this is probably the only disadvantage to like a 401k or something, is like you can contribute over time to like your one investment for compounding interest. Where with staking, it's like, you have to start new stakes and you miss out on the bonuses. With Maximus, you can buy more over time, right? So you're getting paychecks, you can buy more Maxi to buy into that one stake. I think that's huge. I don't know if that made sense to you guys, but just something I've been thinking about. I'm just glad to be home this weekend. Went on vacation 7 days and got stuck in another state for 3 more due to the airlines, and they have no remorse. Dude, that's crazy. There's this is funny, but so Dipcatcher and myself, before working on Maximus, we were working for this legal tech startup called Fairshake. So basically, Fairshake supports legal claims like arbitration claims against airlines or banks or cell phone companies. So if you want to put, I don't know the details of what went down with your airline, but definitely look into Fairshake if you need help with like small claims and stuff. It's pretty cool. It's funny though. Brian and I have been working together on startups and ideas and building stuff for like 8 years now. It's crazy. Time flies, man. Started out building virtual reality technology. Then we worked in legal tech together. And now we're on Web3. DeFi, baby. Dang, man. Hedron, what's going on? I feel like Hedron's gonna take a few years to like. Oh, someone just sold 5 billion, 3 billion. Oof. Dang. Yeah. Let me see. Let me pull this up. Yeah, this chart's rough. Yeah, I should do it log. Oh, it doesn't change much. Dang, I do feel for the people that were buying up here. It'll come back though. I think it's just a crazy inflation time with them, just with a lot of MaxLink stakers or a lot of day one stakers have they're the only ones that can like have the most heat on right now. Looks like it's got a pretty solid support right here though. Interesting. 1.4 million liquidity. Like, I just don't understand. Like, I don't know what I was going to say. To reach that, could have bought a shit ton of hex for money. Yeah, man. Oh, airlines and shit. It's annoying. I wonder how much like that liquidity pool that the OA created for hex has like held this price down. Let's see sells. Oof. So 13K for 5. Wait, is that no? A lot of big sells. Let's see about buys. They're buying too. It's interesting. It's that volume's just crazy. Yeah, he runs a long play for sure. Ooh, 13-1. Man, if it just broke down to 10 right now, oh, that'd be so money. 10's a strong support, though. Or is it? Yeah, it's been tested. Sorry, guys. I got distracted. I got distracted by prices. Yeah, guys. So I'm not sure if people have been just hopping on now, but so middle of the test stake right now. I believe it ends in a day or two, and then I think Brian said that that end date has been ended or has been edited to be correct now. So once that ends, we can test out the redemption function, and then we'll announce a launch date. So again, only way to prepare for Maximus is to buy some hex. And yeah, man, it's exciting times. See how many Twitter, what we're up to now. Almost 1,700 followers on Twitter. That's crazy. You guys, like, I'm not joking. Like a month ago, we were at like 300 or like 200. It's just blown up. Shout out to everyone that's been hosting us for streams and interviews. Shout out to Pulsification with Hex Luther, and then shout out Crypto Coffee. Shout out Corey for hosting the first interview, which was awesome. And then we've just been streaming on our own as well. So just trying to get the word out, spread as much good information as possible. If you guys do have any questions, hop on our Telegram, t.me//Maximus DAO. Twitter is Maximus_DAO. So just stay tuned for the launch date and just stack your hex. That's all you got to do. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Let me just check. Awesome, man. We're looking forward to it too. We are very, very excited. So I think I'm going to hop off. Got to go hang out with my parents. But hope you guys have a great weekend. Might try to stream. But yeah, get excited, guys. It's happening. So, Brian said peep Telegram for meme. Oh, gotta get to the bottom. That's a great meme. How do I share? What am I doing? No, what am I doing? I gotta share this. It's a great meme. Maxi good. It's very true, man. I mean, we've like gotten very little like negativity. I guess there was like a Twitter space that went down the other night that people were talking shit or something. I like somebody told me to go on and I missed it, but I like went on today and answered all their questions. So then what were they even asked? They were just asking like, I don't even remember. It wasn't even like they weren't really talking shit. They were just asking questions. But some guy was on there who isn't really a part of the community was like coming at us. But other than that, man, everyone's been really, really positive. Like crazy to see. I mean, the support we're getting has been really, really awesome. Didn't know if it would happen, to be honest. Like when we were just getting started, and trying to get the word out but it seems that it's kind of catching fire a little bit. People are excited. Roof Dog, thanks, man. Can't wait either. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the updates. Yep, no problem, man. Have a good weekend too. Dip Catch will definitely post it on Twitter. People are going to be people. Yeah, totally. I'm always in those Twitter spaces, and yeah, I mean they're amazing. Like they've always, anytime questions have come up about Maximus, they've always let me answer. I don't even remember. They were trying to relay like what this guy was saying, but it was the guy that was like, I don't know, like talking shit to like Hexkins that Hedron's better, and I think he went in spaces and was like just going off on people, and somehow we got brought up in it. So I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know. But for the most part, like people love it. You know, we're taking the approach. We're not like in it to make money for ourselves. The only way we can participate is minting like everyone else. We've got the audit done, which everyone wanted to see. So that opened the doors for a lot of people. Very simple contracts, so not a lot of contract risk, no sacrifices. Everyone gets to mint their tokens and we'll get their copy if, you know, when pull chain fork happens. Yeah, it's just a great tool. It's just awesome. He said, oh yeah, his beef was that Beeru's character, he took it out on everyone, then reacted. Yeah, like I popped in for a second because someone like in Telegram was like, you guys should hop in here. And I hopped in and it just sounded like they weren't talking about Maximus at the time I went in. But yeah, I went on today and some people had some really great questions. So that was awesome. And yeah, everyone's getting excited. Like my favorite thing is when we're talking about Maximus and kind of just like cool to see just a light bulb go off and someone gets it and they get excited. Because it really, really opens the door for a lot of people. And it's just going to be, you know, a fun experiment too, to see what people are willing to sell and buy their Maxi at. That's what I'm excited about because, you know, free markets, baby. It'll be awesome. So, stay tuned for launch announcements. If you got any questions, hop into the Telegram. But I will talk to you guys later. Onward.